We're living in a world on edge, and preparation is everything. By the time you hear the sirens, it's too late to start packing. Today we're recreating an emergency situation. This is my bug out bag. What's in it? Why do I carry it? And I'll tell you about the bag. Okay, so first off is my sleep system. Depending on time of year and what's going on, I might change this a little bit. The way I have it set up right now is I have a tarp that's designed to go over. I have a very inexpensive, very budget-friendly Wise Owl hammock and bug net. Going along with the whole sleep setup, I just carry, I can make more if I need to, but I got 4 tent pegs to get me started. Get my tarp set up in the ground. I got some bank line. This is already set up. This blue tag helps me remember that this is already set up for my ridge line for my hammock. And then I have some extra paracord for whatever I might need. When it comes time to eating, I got some cashews. Depending if I have more time ahead of packing, I might throw some additional things in here, but this kind of just stays. I'll switch these out about once a month. I got some cashews and a Mountain House meal. I got a stove, little MSR pocket stove. You guys have seen this unfold, just showing you how small it is. And an Overmont little kettle. This thing's so new, I haven't even ever used it yet. It just stays in my bug out bag. Over here, I have a Stanley cup. First of all, this is inside of a nesting cup. This works in a little carry bag. I'll show you how that ties up later. Stanley cup lid comes off. Inside here I have the gas for my pocket stove. Well, that'll go back in here in a second. And I have a wash rag and a little bottle of soap. Some of you may say, well, Rich, you don't need all that, but again, I'm thinking a little bit longer term. If I need to, I can ditch those things along the way if I'm worried about weight. I have a Sawyer water filter to be able to filter water. Of course, I can boil water, but I can also filter water, and I have the accessories for the Sawyer inside here. Moving around the table, I got a compass. Comes with a whistle, meaning I have it attached. So a compass, but it also a mirror inside, can be used for signaling. I love the Pocket Boy. This is a Silky Pocket Boy saw I carry with me. And the Mora, this is the heavy duty companion. Over here I have my fire starting kit, which is a ferro rod, a Bic lighter with some duct tape around it. I know this is cheating, this ain't bushcraft, this is a bug out bag. I got some cotton balls with Vaseline, and all that will go back in this little red bag. Okay, let's talk about some electronics. I do carry a battery pack with a wire. This is capable of charging my Sloanic headlamp, USB-C. This is the Phoenix TK05R, also USB-C rechargeable. And then I have this emergency radio. Now the emergency radio can also be hand charged, hand cranked for charging. It can be solar charged, which I'm not sure how great that works, but then once it's charged, it can also output. So I can either input and charge this from my battery bank, or once this is charged, output and charge my other electronics here. So I love that radio. Gives me the ability to find out what's going on and stay up to date what's going on in the world when I'm in a bug out situation. You guys have seen this before. Toilet paper, some insect repellent, nice streamlined small piece, and a toothbrush and toothpaste. I've got a lot of kickback on the toothbrush and toothpaste. They're like, that's the last thing you need. But again, I'm thinking longer term when I'm in a bug out situation, so I want to have it. This is a first aid kit, which should include a tourniquet. On the protection side, I got pepper spray. I also carry a firearm. That's not shown here. Regarding water, again, we already touched on it a little bit over there, but I have my, this is my Nalgene water bottle. I can boil water and pour it in. Nalgene allows you to pour bottled or boiling water right in with no problem. But I also can filter out of my Sawyer right into this. So this is great. It goes right in the side pocket of my bag. I wear glasses, so I carry an extra pair of readers. The last thing I want to do is get out there and find out I can't see what I'm working with. A little lens wipe, and I also have inside here, I have it taped in here, is a sail needle. Inside my first aid kit, which was over here, I have some thread in case I need to make a repair to my bag or my gear. On the clothing side, base layer pants. I love carrying a long sleeve t-shirt. If I want to keep it long sleeve, I can wear it at night. If I'm on my final day, my final stretch back home, and I need it to be short sleeve, I'll cut the sleeves off. Beanie cap. I know we're in Florida, but I love sleeping with a beanie cap at night, especially in the fall and winter. Going back to my Army days, I am all about dry feet, so I go as far as vacuum sealing my socks, an extra pair of socks, inside vacuum seal, so if nothing else, I know I can always get some dry feet. Finally, off of my bag, I carry a bandana. This can serve a couple things. I can get it wet, tie it up around my neck for cooling, or I can use it to put over one of my cups and filter water through it, some of the heavier sediments, and get that off before I jump over and use my filter. The only thing I didn't mention in this video is this merino wool blanket I've been displaying everything on. It folds up, fits right in here. And guys, this is my 52-liter AMHEH bug out bag. They make a whole lineup of tactical bags and hunting bags. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check them out and get yours today. Also, I'd be curious if you'd let me know what you do different in your bug out bag. What would you add? What would you delete? Either way, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.